Dude, why don't
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the after show.
It's the
show.
Here's the thing. Everybody is sick and tired, and I don't mean in the like way. I mean in the you are sick and or you are tired.
We're good. We're fine.
I have literally
It would literally be better to not do one if nobody wants to do one.
It's gonna be a joke one. We're gonna do it for like 10 minutes and then call it, and we're not going to talk about anything.
To be dying.
Okay.
I've been sitting in my room like with cabin fever because I've had nothing to do, nowhere to go, and I haven't had to work.
You know how I know that Max hasn't done anything in like a couple of days is when there's a package outside of his door and it's been there for like 2 days. I'm like, oh man, he hasn't even left his room.
I walked by it once or twice and I was like, I can't be asked to move that.
I brought that shit in. I brought that shit in.
I heard you do it too. I was just like, I
don't know what the fuck's in there. I think it's like fucking 12-pack of some shit.
It is actually. It's energy drink, which I haven't been drinking.
Beer.
Sorry, Dan. I thought I was gonna be here for the Granny Nightshade battle.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Hey, Danny.
And I was like, well, I know they're not getting to it tonight, so let's see what happens.
So,
I really wanted to tame that dragon.
I know you want to tame that dragon. You have a good chance to. It does like you a lot. You did a good job making it like you. It's just
he told it's adopted.
You can't adopt a child that's already adopted by someone else. You have to kill the other mother.
I didn't want to.
Oh, are those the rules?
I didn't
legally.
I didn't want to adopt him.
Yeah, is this legal advice?
I wanted to bring him back to his own mother.
So, Brenda, let's say I wanted to adopt you.
The mother being you, right?
No! I was like, because what other leverage do I have on this random dragon I don't know?
How are we doing this? Is somebody playing Snudgak next time?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want to do? Do you want to go investigate this dollhouse if it seems like we have time?
I don't
You want to crawl into the dollhouse? I bet we shrink.
I think it's going to be a battle next time, but
I think
that'll be fine.
James or Raina should do it.
People
We'll
have
investigate the dollhouse.
okay.
I think James
We'll
or Raina
figure
should
it
do it
out.
because Raina has expertise with being a short stack, just energy of chaos kind of avatar thing, and then James is also short, so it could be either way.
If shit goes south, I do want to request that Snood gives Vincent one of the butterflies.
Well, Zach was saying he might not be able to make next. I don't know.
We can't keep skipping Iron Valor.
I know. Okay. No,
Well,
it's
you
fine.
know what's really fun is if we skip next week, I won't be there the week after.
Yeah, no. We'll do it next week and we'll just suffer.
Are you going to New York?
Fine, it'll be
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Fine, I'll
Are you bringing me with you?
You want to go?
You
Hell
want to fly to Vegas? Are you going to New York too, James?
I'm going to New York on the 18th.
I'll fly to
I'm going
Vegas.
New York next week. That's why I can't be here.
I'm not going to New York. I'm going to Buffalo. So.
Oh, well, I'm going to like New York City. I don't know. I think I'm going to New York.
It's like 6 hours from one side of the state to the other. I was shocked. I'm like, that's crazy.
It's a long state.
Yeah.
Well, and also there's not like a road that just goes straight across. I get to go.
It's
down.
also true. So apparently there's a misconception about New York because I had a friend that moved from there. It's actually less civilized in most of the areas than like Alabama. They don't have like 3-lane roads. It's mostly country, and then there's New York City.
Yeah.
And it's like,
my grandpa grew up in Rochester, or I think it was Albany. He grew up in northern New York State, which is a lot less.
Every time I hear like a different city from New York, I'm like, oh, that does exist in New York, doesn't it? It's not just New York City.
Consistently, even if one person can't be here.
I know.
Can't. We have to leave one person behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
And sometimes it's fun to see what other people.
Just kill whoever's not here, bro.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what?
Vincent wasn't here for Bavlorna, I think.
I was not.
Yeah, I controlled Vincent. That was fun.
Yeah.
So
James, you said that Vincent doesn't know how to do damage, but I did the most damage.
I'm watching
with
a
Vincent.
cat play a phone.
What?
I don't know. Whatever we just
Rated.
This cat is just playing phone games.
Are we
Oh.
filming or no?
We are.
Yeah.
We're recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Came back. And I was like,
It's hard to tell sometimes. We agreed that we were going to do a very short one tonight, so we'll be done in a few minutes here. Let's do timestamps.
Okay.
Let's do timestamps.
Wait, was that it? Are we doing? Is that okay?
Oh, gross!
What the fuck?
It wasn't an actual gag, but I'm glad that you found it disgusting enough to be an actual gag. That made me proud of my craftsmanship. Okay,
Nasty
episode
craftsmanship.
16, Magic Horns for Bald Unicorns. First timestamp, 33 minutes-ish. Riddle me piss. What?
What?
Where did that come from? Raina,
It's a
explain.
McElroy joke.
Where does it? How does that relate?
Yes, boys.
How does that relate?
I want to stress that Jake and I were talking today, and I was like, I'm really worried they'll spend too long thinking about the riddles. So how do I make sure that they don't worry about it too much? And you guys were like, huh?
Noted.
It's like,
Bro, bro,
Riddle me piss.
the riddle is like their weaknesses, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta go unwind. I gotta go unwind her. Like,
We know that because of Fab Lorna already.
yeah, and because when Bad Lorna came, she was like, "Oh, don't walk in counterclockwise, or the fuck it's called." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Widdershins, the best word ever.
So what was the future one? She just can't die.
No, it's
We gotta
Until
have the sun and moon alive.
Yeah.
There has to be an eclipse, and then we can kill her.
yeah.
That
and
sucks. Okay, next
don't
the
one.
know.
other lady, their sister, can only be killed in dreams or like hurt in dreams.
Yeah, the,
Right,
the
she
good
had to be
sister.
asleep or
The good
something.
sister is trapped in a dream, I believe, is what it was implying.
Oh, so we gotta wake her up. Just
You would never kill her.
wake me up
Yeah.
before
Wake me
you
up
go
inside.
go.
from the top one is that only one can live. That's
Yeah.
what
Wake me
other
up
to my daughters.
inside.
Only one of you is left.
Only one can live, so Bad
I
Lorna's
love
gonna
you.
kill her.
Bad Lorna's gonna be the
You're
one to get
just
everything.
So trash.
You get
Wait, that means so we gotta kill the good one.
Okay.
Raina,
For the queen.
I have
gang
questions
fight.
about this next timestamp.
Okay.
Really? What question could you possibly have about it?
The next timestamp is entitled with no number, by the way. It's just the gang finds the horny horse husband,
That's
yeah, what's a
pretty
unicorn
Yeah.
besides a horny horse?
Yeah.
but he's not. He wasn't. We
Explain to me what's wrong with this statement.
He was the opposite of horny. He had no balls.
yeah, exactly.
We
he had
gave
no
him a
balls,
horn,
no
you know.
You
genitals,
get
horse
and no horn.
it's a literal horny horse because there's a fucking horn on his head. It's a horny horse.
He didn't have a
Thank
horn when
you.
we found him.
But he
We
does
gave
have
him
one.
one.
We
Yeah.
just gave him one
He is now.
because he was just a horse.
Now he's a horny horse.
Yeah.
Next timestamp, no context apparently. Just chaos ensues.
Yeah, that's right. When I was swinging from his fucking nuts like a fucking chandelier. That's right.
There were no nuts to swing
Attempts
from.
were made.
There were no nuts. I made specific decision on the spot that it had no nuts because I did not want to describe what unicorn testicles look
Good.
like.
I should have grabbed his cock.
Either it's hung like a horse or it has no stuff down there. And I went,
Yeah.
it has nothing down there.
It's a Ken doll. Yeah.
It's a Ken doll.
They love each other with their hearts.
Yes, and they form children by finding a crystal under a cabbage patch at the end of a rainbow, and that's how you get a baby unicorn. No
Either
doubt.
that or his wife is
I-
very
That was, there's like
satisfied.
so few of them.
I really wanted to stab him and see what his like worst fear was. Was it like someone insulting his looks? Like, like
Oh,
You won't know until you stab him, buddy.
it was
I
being
might-
bald.
I might
Next
fuck around.
question.
It's his wife dying.
The next timestamp is titled Athletics.
Athletics.
We know what that one was.
Pretty good.
The
No.
next one is with also no timestamp attached is the gang debates the place of children in armed combat.
Oh, guys. Yeah.
Hour and 48 minutes. We're
Really
splitting the
young
party.
for-
Nothing
you
can
have
go
to let-
wrong.
Jake was gunning for you have to let the kids help so that it's like because they won the trust of these children. The children will help them in combat. I was like, I don't know, man. I think they really don't want these kids to be in combat. He's like, nah, it's fine. I'm like, I knew it. I knew they would want these kids to be in combat.
I wanted those kids to be in combat so fucking bad because they're not even kids.
They deserve
They are
it.
kids.
They deserve it because they've been working.
They're as much of a kid as Peter Pan is, and he fought a fucking pirate, bro.
Peter Pan is not a
They've been
child.
fighting her all
What
the
do you
time.
mean?
He's not a child.
He's a literal child.
He just acts like one. If you want to talk about it in D&D terms, Deanna knows a lot more about that than I do. But from what I got from it, he's just an immortal fae that kind of chooses to look like a child.
These
Yeah.
are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys
They don't
something
age
that I
here.
didn't use from the module?
These
Yeah.
guys are immortal fays that didn't choose it. Like,
Will of the Feywild in the module is a demon.
What?
Excuse me?
He's
Why?
not a child. He's a demon who was cursed to become good. And
Why
he
would you
chooses
change
to look
that?
like a child. Because it was a lot of extra plot. I was like, this
that's
is
so cool.
great for a long
That's
campaign.
actually a really cool character
Will
concept.
sounds badass.
It's very cool. I didn't have time to do it here because it'd be like, well, why are you doing this? And investigating and pulling through it. And it would have been cool. But it's cool like the way that helping the bullywugs with the revolution is cool, where it's like, if I had a longer time to do this, I would absolutely pursue that plot line. But I don't know if I have time to do it.
Fair.
We just put their head
So,
on.
so what you're saying is we need a
and
2-year
solve it.
campaign on this so we can do all the good shit.
It's a good game for a long-term campaign. I don't know if I'd be the best person to do it for a long-term campaign, honestly, because I like it, but I homebrew too hard to show you the module properly.
Next time, soon.
Oh yeah.
All right.
1 hour and 48 minutes. We're splitting the party. Nothing can go wrong.
And it didn't.
True.
I almost
It
got a
actually
dragon
didn't.
on my
It's
side.
gone pretty good. 2 hours and 10 minutes. Alistair talks to a dragon and lies on all of his friends. That last part was in all caps. 2 hours and 23 minutes. A very suggestive measurement. I think that was when the lady was measured to be in the cauldron. If you just curled her up and then fit in there.
It's like Hansel and Gretel size. A full woman could fit in there.
You know,
What?
just if, randomly.
If a body was going to be put in there, it could.
If you wanted to hide a body in some oatmeal, possibly, that's how you do it. 2 hours and 29 minutes. Alistair gets roasted by a dragon and it's not with fire.
Yeah.
Fair.
I got his ass back though.
Did you? You called
Adopted
him
mother-
because he told me he was
Adopted.
adopted.
You're adopted.
Alistair had no comeback, so he just told him he was adopted.
Yeah, and he took that shit to heart. He was like, "What?"
2 hours 34 minutes. Granny is asked nicely exactly once to open the door. That's a
Because
good
it
one.
really is. You knocked, said, "Let me in."
I ran
Silence.
Well,
Force our hand.
Nora,
we
kick
ain't
it
got
down.
no choice.
We were forced to open this
And
door.
we know why now. She wasn't there. Apparently,
She
sleeps
was
through
not in the
everything but a
room.
fucking bell.
She's
Door gets
got a
kicked out.
very well. She's got a very well soundproofed home, and also she fully did not know you guys were coming.
Was
Sal
her
Pig
personal
lied
thing
to
she had to
us.
do today sleep? Was like, was that it?
Get some
That was
beauty
her
sleep.
personal matter.
Her
What was
personal
South Pig gonna
matter is
do?
I have to watch Gossip Girl until I fall asleep. I didn't describe the television she has hanging inside of her bed.
Raina, why are you laughing? That's literally you.
Okay, first of all.
Damn.
It wouldn't be Gossip Girl.
What the fuck was Sal Pig gonna do to get us an appointment? They were just gonna be like, all right, you're gonna sleep now as toys until she wakes up,
Yeah.
and then we'll get you time.
Who's gonna make us like unconscious and go, guess what I got for you, Granny? Here.
Look at these people who broke into your house and the frog told me they want to kill you.
They're now a new bedroom set.
Yeah.
It's okay. She has no idea we're coming or why we're here now. Unless she does. Anyways, that last timestamp killed me though. I loved it. 2 hours and 36 minutes. Team Itty Bitty Litty Committee takes a tour of the walls. 2 hours and 44 minutes. Snood talks murder with Giza. Heart.
Aww.
2 hours and 53 minutes. Granny Nightshade, FB, open up.
FBI.
FBI.
Open up.
Granny Night Shade FBI, open up. Like that? Better. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
Better.
Right after that one, Chaos Ensues. Again, part 2. I'm going to put part 2 in there. I can't edit my own document. What's happening? There it is. I hate this laptop. 3 hours and 3 minutes. The sleeping bag. We've all seen it. I had that look attached.
The little blank dragon looked like, yeah, the sleeping bag. We've all seen it. We know what's up.
Get the fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
get the fuck in it.
Why didn't you
sleep-
get in it?
You didn't get in the sleeping bag? What? 3 hours and 7 minutes. New dragon friend really drops the ball on this whole thing, and now the witch is woke.
True.
I'm gonna add one in at 3 hours and 4 minutes. That
I
says,
told him to.
Yeah,
Dragon
you can ring
is
the bell
adopted.
as long as when we fight, you don't kill us.
Yeah, I was like, if a fight went down though, don't kill us.
You didn't make that clear to us. I'm gonna be honest with you, Alex.
Oh well, sorry. Speak Draconic.
You were kind of just like, nothing worked. I tried to convince
telling
him
him he
of
was
something.
adopted. And he
That's
just
fine.
like,
Yeah, I tried to tell him he was adopted, and then he rang the bell and fucked everything up.
And no, and then he threatened. He was like, "I'm gonna ring it," and I was like, "You know what? What if you didn't?"
But if you didn't, you could just not.
He's like, "I'm gonna do it," and I was like,
Okay.
"You're adopted." He's like,
He's like,
this is
what?
why your mother left.
and all of a sudden he was like, "What?"
You just hit him with like the biggest truth that he never actually thought about.
He's like, "That."
He's like,
wind-up
wait a
doll
second,
sat
you
on
make
me for
some
9
really good
months."
points.
Well, the new
Like,
second to last
definitely
timestamp is
doesn't look
now
like me.
3 hours and 4 minutes. Alistair tells the dragon he's adopted,
Good.
and that's it.
A nice chill night for the Witchlight play, right?
It was pretty. Everything seemed to go in our favor actually tonight.
Our rolls were
I rolled so fucking trash that whole time.
All of
Rolled
us.
pretty
Like
terrible.
getting above a 10 was a fucking challenge, and its average is supposed to be 11. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is happening?
I had like 6s, 3s, 2s, and then I had like 2 good rolls the whole night.
And then
I
and
made a
then she
lot
was,
of checks.
and then I had like the one roll where it was like, persuade this dragon to be your best friend. And I was like, let me roll a 1 on a d8, a 2 on a d4, and a 1 on a d20. And I was like, are you fucking serious?
Because I was like, oh, I'll just use your last persuasion check. But I want to let them use their fucking their guidance and their bardic inspiration. You roll again, just to see how it goes. And it was so much worse.
It was so true. And then I was like, oh yes, I got lucked. And then I rolled a fucking 9.
With all our friendship points, it helped.
Yeah, you gave me 3 friendship points. Half of my fucking
It's not my fault. You rolled bows bad. Ugh. I can't. I need to go to bed. Everybody have a good night. We're saying goodbye to the people at home.
Okay.
Good night.
Everybody have a good one. It's now midnight. This is perfect. We did it.
It is.